New at 6, the Fulton County District Attorney now investigating whether gang members could be tied to the shooting deaths of 2 little girls.
8-year-old Sequoia Turner was killed when someone fired shots into a car last July. Then around Christmas, a stray bullet killed 7-year-old Kennedy Maxey. She was riding in a car near Phipps Plaza.
These 2 cases are not believed to be connected, but the district attorney suspects that gang activity played a role in both cases. 11 Alive's Doug Richards now joins us from downtown Atlanta to explain.
So the police have already arrested people in these cases, but Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis told me a little while ago that she believes that an investigation is going to show that there are gang members who are also culpable in the deaths of the 2 little girls.
We are all traumatized and horrified that this happened in our community.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis says the cases of Sequoia Turner and Kennedy Maxey have gnawed at the consciences of prosecutors for months. Sequoia Turner was just 8 years old, seated inside a vehicle off University Avenue when a gunshot ripped into the car, killing her. This was near the Wendy's restaurant where an Atlanta police officer shot and killed Rayshard Brooks 3 weeks earlier, fueling months of protests. The gang probe, Willis says,
it certainly could rope in additional people, but I think it's very important to always know all aspects of a case when you're presenting it to a jury. They deserve to know the entire story.
Willis sent letters to the GBI director requesting the assistance of the state gang investigation unit formed 2 years ago. She says that probe could lead to the arrests of people who contributed to the violence that led to the gunshots that struck 7-year-old Kennedy Maxey as she rode in a car past Phipps Plaza in December, along with those who led to the shooting that killed Sequoia Turner.
But sometimes gang evidence can show you who else is culpable in the crime, and so it helps with the evidence and painting that entire picture.
Willis says that she has identified the 2 particular gangs involved in the 2 separate instances. She declined to name them or go into any further detail, but it sounds like a starting point for the GBI task force when it starts to wrangle this investigation over the coming weeks. Back to you.
Gangs in the city of Atlanta really have their tentacles in every aspect of every kind of crime that you can imagine.
Chief Rodney Bryant says one of his top goals this summer is to cut down on gang activity across the city. He's planning to take an aggressive approach by partnering with law enforcement across the state, and he's hoping that collaborative effort, along with some other key steps, will change the crime pattern Atlanta has been seeing recently. We have in-depth stories about his proposed solutions as well as some of the mayor's plans at 11alive.com.